Friends, I have just been having the most fun in HubSpot I've ever had ever. Many of you know, for years I have been advocating for a HubSpot admin certification of some kind. Today is not the day we're announcing that. It doesn't exist yet, but I found actually a really cool and compelling sort of proof of concept, and I would love for any of you who are admins or power users or longtime HubSpot experts to test this with me. Check it out. So here I am in HubSpot, and I have opened Breeze Assistant. I'm going to expand this into full screen mode, which I'm actually not convinced I knew existed before this. But here's what I asked. I said, I am a HubSpot admin. I want to prove my knowledge and capability as a power user of the platform. Rely on your vast knowledge of HubSpot tools and use cases to ask me 10 questions that will be a true test of my abilities. Okay, you ready? Here are the questions I came up with. Friends, I'm actually really impressed. I would love your feedback. First, data and model governance. You inherit a portal where sales reps have created dozens of custom properties directly on contacts and deals, many redundant or unused. Walk through your approach to auditing, consolidating, and deprecating properties without breaking existing workflows, reports, and integrations. How do you phase the cleanup and communicate risk to stakeholders? So, rather than answering all 10 at once, first I answered just question 1. And look, it took me quite a bit of space to do it. It took a lot of thought, had to click around in another tab, and I wrote it all out. And then it responded, and it said, here's what you nailed. You did these 5 things really well. Here's where you could be better. You could do these 5 things better. So then question 2 was all about permissions and security design for an external SDR team. Question number 3 had to do with lifecycle, lead status, and the leads object. And so each of these I answered. Here's my answer for number 2, and here's what I did well, and here's what I did less well. And then for number 3, I was actually like, I see my responsibility here as being the person who asks lots of questions and potentially pushes back. Here are all the things I feel like they aren't thinking about yet. And so it's like you're absolutely approaching this like a senior admin. You're not jumping straight to how, you're interrogating the why, and here is its feedback, what I did well, what I did not do well. I got so excited I had to just record this video. I didn't do the following 7 questions. I just said for each of the 3 questions I've answered, give me a score out of 10. Also, if there's a pattern across the 3 questions in terms of what I did well and where I could have been stronger, I would love for you to give me an overall synopsis of where my strengths and weaknesses lie. So question 1, 9.5 out of 10. Nailed it. Question 2, 8.5 out of 10. Not quite as good. Question number 3, 8 out of 10. Maybe a little worse, you know. And cross questions, I'm an architect mindset, not a button clicker mindset. I'm risk aware and stakeholder aware. I'm source of truth thinking. I'm sequenced and reversible. I make sequenced and reversible changes, and I have security and access discipline. But where I need to get better, I need to go from we need mapping to here is the mapping. I need to be more assertive that way. Making the data model and team model explicit automation designs instead of just saying we're going to build a workflow, say what the workflow does, and then long-term governance and documentation I could definitely be better at. I have never anywhere in the world seen such a rich assessment of my HubSpot knowledge, and it's just here inside of HubSpot for free. So I would love for all of you who know a lot about HubSpot to do some version of this. I will share my prompts in the post. You can do 3 questions, 5 questions, 10 questions, however you're feeling. I would love for you to tell me how good or bad are the questions? Are there particular questions that ask you that you really like or really dislike? And then how do you do? How does it score you? And do you feel like that's a real assessment of you? I'm crazy about this. What if this is the future, friends? What if this is how we do it? I would love a version where, like, because Breeze knows what page you're on, it says, like, do this on this page, right? Like, oh my goodness, tell me your ideas, tell me your dreams, tell me if this is directionally correct. But please, 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 have it ask you some questions, answer those questions, take its assessment and feedback, and let me know how it's doing, because I would really love to know if it's performing well all the time, or if I just got lucky.